Today, we are on a mission. At the very beginning of fall, we took down all of our year-round decor, tucked it away into a bin, and put it into our storage unit, brought out the fall decor, put all of that up, and just recently we took all the fall decorations down, and let me tell you, this place feels like an empty shell. It feels just not cozy. It feels just ugh. And if you have seen any of my videos, you will know how special seasonal decorating is and how much I really fully believe that it helps you in achieving your goals, in the grind of working for something bigger than yourself, because it helps you feel like you're still living your life. You don't have to sacrifice living in the present and also grinding for your goals. Like, you don't have to pick one or the other. You can absolutely do both, and decorating is one of the best ways to do that. And I find that when I decorate, it honestly kind of slows time down a little bit, because if you don't, it almost turns into like a time vacuum, and you look around and you're like, oh my gosh, these 2 months have passed, where did they even go? Versus if you're decorating, you're fully living in the season that you're in and you are enjoying it for what it is, and it makes you so much more present. And today's mission is to decorate our space for Christmas. I have a really cool DIY that I cannot wait to give a try. I hope it works out just like I'm thinking it will. It's something that we've needed for a minute now, and I think it's really just gonna elevate our space. And we've also gotten a new Christmas tree. So the one that we got before was flocked, and this one is this beautiful deep green, classy looking downswept tree. I will link it below and I will show it to you. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start with setting up the Christmas tree, because I feel like that's just the center of all of our decor, obviously. So grab a blanket, grab a drink, a snack, whatever you need to feel comfy, and let's get this place feeling all nice and cozy, because I literally cannot look at these bare walls and empty shelves anymore. So one thing I really love to do when I decorate is put on a movie. So I think I'm gonna just go with a classic. This is literally one of my favorite Christmas movies, so we're gonna restart this one. Not that I watched it this year, I think this is from last year. So this is the new tree and I absolutely love it. It was really easy to put together. It is just very full, very pretty. It took some time to fluff it, but after it's fluffed, it looks really, really nice. So now we're gonna light it up, and this one comes with a remote, which I thought was really cool. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. It actually has different functions. So there's the warm white, so you can have it just on like normal. You can do like a fading effect. This one's my personal favorite, which is twinkling. And you can do the same things with this colored setting if you like colored lights or if you have kids, and the same like fading, twinkling. And then you can do a combo, so it'll fade into those different colors. It'll change into both back and forth. It's just such a fun tree. You can also adjust the brightness. So there's like 4 or 5 different levels of brightness. I personally like the brightest, but it is just such a beautiful tree. We got it from Home Depot. I will link it below, but it has these downswept branches, so it just looks even more realistic instead of just sticking straight up. When you have a real tree, if you've ever had a real tree, you'll know that the branches kind of fade down a little bit, and that is just exactly what this one does, and it's so pretty. But I love this, so we need to go ahead and get her decorated with some ornaments. But I just wanted to share with you, in case you're in the market for a Christmas tree, this one is the Montrose one from Home Depot. I love it so much. I cannot get over how beautiful this tree is. I'm a little perturbed though because this star is supposed to light up. If you've seen my decorate with me videos in the past, you'll have seen it lit up, but it has just decided to no longer work, which I don't understand because it's literally just been sitting for a whole year not being used, and it just doesn't work anymore. I guess that's just how it goes. That's okay. We've had it for a while now. I want to say it's been going on 6 years. I don't know if that's a long time for having a tree topper that lights up, but either way, she's not working. So we're gonna order a new one off Amazon and just get one on there. But either way, it still does look pretty not lit. It's just, I really prefer it lit. It just adds a little extra whimsy to it. And then we did do our little cable knit tree skirt, and I love this. I think we got it from Hobby Lobby last year, but it's very cozy and I just am obsessed with this tree. I love the green and the gold and a little bit of white. We have this super cute little log cabin ornament, and of course I had to put up my Harry Potter ornament. I love this ornament. It just honestly makes me so happy. So love that there. And again, overall it just came together so nicely, and I love this color scheme so much. Now it's time to do the DIY project. So before we got this couch, we had a 3-seater couch and we had a desk over here with a lamp. Obviously there is no room for that desk. We took it, put it in storage, and we've also taken the lamp. So there's been no lighting, cozy lighting at least, in the living room, and the only light in here is the overhead light, which I hate overhead lighting. So to fix this, we are going to put up sconces on each side of these shelves, and it is going to give it such an elevated look, and it's not going to be cluttered like it would a lamp, because I just don't really care to put a lamp on either side. I want to keep it feeling just open and like there's a lot of space in here and bigger than it actually is. So we're gonna go with sconces. I saw it on TikTok and I thought it was such a fun idea. So these are the sconces that I bought. They look like little lamps. They're really adorable and they're gold. They do have different colors. I can link these below. I got these off Amazon, but you do not need to wire anything through the wall. You literally just mount these, and the light bulb in them, hang on, let me put one down. So the light bulb in them is remote controlled and is rechargeable. So they're just battery operated sconces. No wiring of wires, because Lord knows I cannot do that. They are just literally rechargeable light bulbs. So they have a little port right here, and honestly my phone charger works just fine, and they just go right on in. Twist it back in. It even comes with a little remote, so there's different settings and different colors. So you can have just like the normal setting here. You can do cooler, kind of like a middle daylight light bulb, and then the warm, which is more cozy. You can also do different colors. So there's like red, blue, green, purple, like a light blue, yellow, red. Yeah, so a bunch of different colors you could do. You can do a timer, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can do like, you can adjust the brightness, so you can make it dimmer, you can make it brighter. It's just really nice, and we need some extra lighting in here because I don't like overhead lighting, like I said, and this is very easy. Just mount it and control it with a remote and charge it every now and again. It's easy enough for me. This did come unassembled in the box, but it's really easy to put them together. So I've actually gone ahead and I did the measurements and hung the mounts on each side of the shelf. I didn't film it because I figured it was kind of boring, like just seeing me measure different things, and it's gonna be different for everybody, especially if your setup is a little bit different. It's just gonna be totally different for you, so it's not really applicable unless you have like this particular shelf at this length and this couch and everything. So it's really just kind of where your placement is for your area, but I'll show you the mount really quick. It's really easy. So here's what I'm working with. I have two 36-inch shelves put together. So this whole thing here is 72 inches, and then I put a mount there and there. I measured the height from the floor to the shelf and then used that in ChatGPT and asked it where, as far as the placement of these mounts, they should go in relation to the shelf. And it said about like 20 to 22 inches away from the shelf. So we just did 20 because I feel like 22 is just too far. So those are each exactly 20 inches from the shelf, and they are 57 inches off of the ground, and it's just two little screws that you have to put in. So we made a mark in the middle so we know that was like the 57-inch mark, and then we're just gonna mount the sconces to these little brackets. they look. They're looking so good. They actually are even. Thank the Lord, because that would just be a pain if not. So let's go ahead and turn them on. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I love this. So you can do, like I said, you can do the cooler tone, you can do like the regular daylight bulb, or you can do the warmer light bulb, which I love. And then of course you have all the different colors, so you can even make them you could even make them 2 different colors if you wanted to, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this is so neat. I think this is exactly what we needed in this space, because we just didn't have a good source of lighting, and it just looks so elegant. It was so easy and instantly just upgrades the entire space here. I truly love the way this has all come together. It looks so clean, so classy, but it has those cozy, moody elements of nostalgia that the Ralph Lauren Christmas has. And I was very iffy about putting this blanket here, but I think it kind of works. I like how it balances the green over there with green over here, because I felt like it was kind of bare on this side, so I like that it kind of ties in that green without being too much. But this is just really beautiful, and I cannot wait to enjoy so many cozy times editing, watching movies, watching shows, sitting in here and enjoying all of this. I'm also so pleased with how this came together, and there's so many little elements in here that light up if I really wanted to. So of course we have the tree LED candle here, our Merry Christmas sign, and then these are both candles, which if you saw my shop with me or prepping for Christmas, you'll have seen this. So if I really wanted to make it extra cozy, I could have 3 little candles and the light up sign here. So I think this is so fun, and I love how it came together. It is time to hang up the stocking. This is one of my favorite parts of decorating because it just makes me so happy. So we have these little miniature stockings that we got from Target a few years ago, and there are 5 for each little girl. So we've got Freya with her little stocking, Katie's stocking, Tums, or her government name, which is Sweet Pea, and we have Luna. So Luna was actually our chinchilla. She passed away a few years ago, but I love putting up her stocking every year because it feels like she's still here. And whenever we fill it with toys for the cats or whatever they get, I mean Santa Paws. When Santa Paws fills the stocking, it's almost like a gift from Luna, and I just think it just makes me really happy. So I always hang hers up, and I always put hers in the middle. We always like to joke that she was actually the ringleader of all of them. I think it was true. And then of course, little Maddie's stocking, who has taken quite nicely to the couch. She loves that new blanket from Target a lot. But to hang these, I'm actually gonna put them on the front of our TV console, and I'm actually gonna just hang it with a little bit of Scotch tape. I've used this in the past, and I only use a little tiny bit, and it doesn't mess up the paint or anything. At least it hasn't in the past, so hopefully it doesn't this year. I don't think it will, but that's kind of the only way to hang it. So we're gonna hang their little stockings so that Santa Paws can come visit them. Possibly. There's a good chance they've been on the naughty list this year. The living room is all done, and oh my gosh, it looks beautiful. I cannot believe how well this came together, but I think it just looks very, very cozy. And I definitely want to add some presents under here just to kind of like I usually just take like a couple empty boxes and wrap them up until we can get some gifts underneath there, but I feel like it just makes it even more cozy when there's already gifts underneath the tree, even if it is just empty boxes until you start to actually Christmas shop. But between this little area here and this couch area, I just am very, very grateful for just all the decor and the way it all came together. The next little project is this wall behind me. So if you saw my fall decorating video, this is where my Harry Potter posters went up. And normally for Christmas time, I just kind of, honestly, I let this wall gets the short end of the stick. I kind of just put like random Christmas signs that go together over here, usually like 2 bigger ones side by side. But I wanted to zhuzh it up a little bit this year and do a gallery wall. So I found these prints off of Etsy. They are absolutely beautiful. They're like these vintage Christmas kind of vibes, and I feel like they went with our decor perfectly. So we went ahead, got those printed, Mod Podged them just like I did for the fall time. I made sure to actually Mod Podge all of the Christmas pictures because I just feel like it looks so much more high-end. So we Mod Podged it and put them in some frames. So I got a pack of frames off of Amazon. It was a pack of 6 for, I think it was like $23 or $24. So we're gonna put them in that and hang them up here. And I think it's gonna look really good and just more elevated than my random little Christmas signs. Are you kidding me? That is so cute. Let me tell you, this garland is not easy to work with. I know it's not perfect, but I think it's good. I wish it was draping a little bit more, and I think I need one that is a little more loose and not so stiff, but I used that to my advantage and just like tried to twist it together, because this is actually a 6-foot garland, but I twisted it in half really closely to make it like 3 feet long. Oh my gosh, this is way better than the 2 pictures side by side. I love this wall. Oh, so freaking cute. Oh my gosh. So now we're actually moving into the kitchen. And one thing about our kitchen is we don't have a window in it, so it does get a little dark pretty quickly, especially in the winter time. So if you have that kind of same scenario, what I personally like to do is just play on that and make it extra cozy. So during the fall, we actually added 2 lamps to our counters, and I think that's honestly one of the best things that we ever did. It was really nice to just come in here, turn them on, and I can see them from the couch, and it's just really nice and cozy and just adds that extra lighting. And we also have under cabinet lights too, so that's kind of another way you could add in some extra cozy lighting if you have a darker kitchen, or if you just want to make your kitchen cozier, that's fine too. But that's kind of what we're focusing in on, is just making it cozy and still keeping that like wintry, nostalgic, Ralph Lauren-esque, but also a little touch of gingerbread and just some fun elements in there. So let's see what we can come up with in here, especially the exposed shelves. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with those quite yet, but these are 2 more prints that I found. I can link all these prints down below if you'd like, but I printed these out in 11 by 14, Mod Podged these also, and I like it because, like I said, they look more high-end and you can actually see them. If they're ever in the background, it's not just a white glare from lighting. It's nice that you can actually see it as well, and I can see it from all angles. Again, that's something I definitely recommend doing to elevate your pictures, and it's really cheap to do. I think Hobby Lobby has it for like $4. And if you don't know what I mean by Mod Podged, so instead of the pictures being super shiny, we take matte Mod Podge and put it all over the picture and add texture where texture would be. So you can see here, like, this is textured. It's not a shiny print. It looks like parts of the books, and it looks like it was actually hand painted. So if you didn't see my fall decorate with me, definitely go check it out to see how we did it. But that's what I mean when I say Mod Podge our pictures. I just ordered this Christmas cookbook that is Harry Potter themed, and I thought it'd go so perfectly in here, but I'm very, very excited. It has super fun recipes and pictures in it, so if you are a Harry Potter fan, this would be a really fun little Christmas decoration to have. really proud of the way that this came together. This is exactly the vibe that I was going for. So I just put this plant here. These are the picks that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I love how they just bring out the earthy tones in all of this, because I tried to incorporate a little bit of wood texture, and of course the gingerbread. I just feel like that warms up our kitchen, because we do have a cooler toned kitchen between the gray cabinets, the white counters, and just not having a ton of light. It can easily start to feel cold. So I just love adding these like warmer textures. This is probably one of my favorite parts. That's another print that we Mod Podged, and it's this gorgeous vintage looking Christmas tree, and I thought that the snowman just fit that vibe perfectly, so I thought that would look great right there. And then the coffee corner, really wanted to make it very gingerbread-esque, if you could tell, and we put a little wreath on that sign there, which I thought that was such a fun little touch. It just needed a little something, and I feel like that was it. And I put a little candle, I don't know if you can tell, right behind it, that like a little battery operated tea light, and it just makes it glow and kind of just brings this whole little area to life. So this is definitely where I'm excited to come make my coffees. I even have our little gingerbread spoons here that I got from Hobby Lobby. I love these little spoons. They're one of my favorite things. And this is probably where I'm going to end up putting my coffee grinds. So it's literally right next to my coffee maker. And then I didn't show it, but I did put a wreath here, and then also this little Nordic looking tree. I think that's actually from Walmart, believe it or not. It was actually a nice little find. I'm just really happy with the whole thing, the way it all came together. Obviously, this little Harry Potter cookbook is so much fun. Let's pour a little eggnog as a little treat, and let's head into our bedroom. We are losing light. It's literally only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, as you can tell, and it just feels like it's already 5 or 6 o'clock. It's insane this time of year. This is literally the best eggnog. If you have a Publix where you live, you need to go get their organic eggnog. It is the best eggnog. Oh my gosh, perfect companion for decorating. So we're gonna start at the desk. I've already rehung the picture here, so we went ahead and Mod Podged this one. You guessed it. I have a really pretty garland I want to put here. We will definitely be decorating into the night because that sun is setting like crazy. I don't like the shorter days this time of year, but again, that's why we're doing this, right? We are making our space cozy and a space that we want to be in so that we can actually keep working towards our goals and stay inspired and also stay present. All right, let's get going because we gotta finish this room. Break and ate some dinner. As you can tell, the sun is completely down at this point, but dinner was really good. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I'm doing the 60-day challenge. So we had a burger bowl for dinner, which I love burger bowls a lot. I feel like they're really easy to switch up, so you don't really have to like eat the same thing every single time. They're very like, you can interchange quite a bit because you could do like a normal burger bowl, you could do like a mushroom and Swiss burger bowl, or you could like add different sauces, and I just find they're the most versatile meal that I've found so far. So if you're kind of stuck in the rut with meal ideas and you want something that's high protein and healthy and low calorie, try a burger bowl. The best, especially if you can do it with homemade fries. Ooh, so good. But we are going to go ahead and finish up the bedroom tonight, and we're going to keep going in the reading corner. So I want to go ahead and make this as cozy as we possibly can, but we're going to go ahead and finish up the reading corner and then just keep on moving around the room. We're going to make this space super cozy, and I'm really excited to see how it's going to come together this year. Came together. And for my kitties, listen, if they mess with this tree, I've got my warning right here. I'm texting Santa, so they better not touch this little tree or we're gonna have some problems and they're gonna have some empty stockings. I kind of wanted to just make this table part really fun, just really cozy. I don't know, I love this. This candle smells really good. It's called Christmas Cheer, and then I got that sign from Target a while ago. That's my favorite snowman, and I also got this little tree from Target too several years back, so it still thankfully lights up. The batteries are like impossible to change on it. I think this was a success. Is a wrap. I'm so incredibly grateful and very pleased with the way everything came together. I really hope you did get some ideas and some inspiration, especially if you are doing the 60-day challenge with me. This is just a way to just stay where your feet are and to stay inspired and stay motivated, because while this year does have magical moments and it's a magical energy, it does have its own little downsides. It has the shorter, darker days, the colder days, the pressure of the holidays. While we do love Christmas and whatever holidays you celebrate, it does come with its own pressures, and it can really be a lot, especially if your family dynamic is not ideal. Everyone has their own little situation with that. This is just a way for you to really just enjoy the season for yourself, to keep yourself in a really good headspace, and to stay motivated to keep working towards your goals, to have an environment that you feel like you can really build in. It's helped me so much because while the holidays are great, they are going to come and go, which is why I am doing the 60-day challenge at all. And if you're doing it too, make sure to comment below, because you don't want Christmas to pass and you look around and you're like, oh my gosh, I have been so focused on the holidays. I've been eating all these treats. I have been down in the dumps also, and it's just been really hard to do anything. And you're starting with absolutely no momentum in 2026, and it's just not a good position to be in. So if you're not doing the 60-day challenge, definitely check it out. It will help you so much during this time of year to stay motivated along with decorating, because I truly do believe that you can enjoy where you are now while striving for where you want to be. I hope you saw some really good ideas for your own decorations, or just enjoyed watching the video in general. I enjoyed spending the day with you and just making our space so cozy, watching a Christmas movie, drinking eggnog. It was truly magical, and I'm so grateful that you were here. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my very next video. Bye.